The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Atlanta Hawks at Phillips Arena. Atlanta comes into this one after the win against the Raptors. That game was a real shootout. They'd like to keep their scoring up, but get a few more stops, too. And I'll tell you, two tremendous defenses tonight, Kenny.
Yes.
It's going to be hard for either team to put up many points.
That's why you got to stay patient, Ernie. You can't just jack up shots. Every bucket is going to matter. Don't force shots. Just run your offense. Make sure everyone touches it. Make the defense work because they are willing to work.
And you got to pound the offensive glass, create second chance opportunities, and you got to try to get those easy buckets in transition.
Hey, so you got to be patient?
Yes.
I got a joke for you. Oh. I got a joke for you.
Okay, got it.
Okay, it's a knock-knock joke. Are you ready?
Yes.
All ready?
All right.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Impatient cow.
Impatient.
Moo. Because, see, the cow said moo
he was
before
so
the joke was
impatient.
over.
He said moo before you asked.
All right.
That's
a good one.
moo. Moo.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. For the Atlanta Hawks earlier this season, they were the winning team in the last matchup against the Hornets. That one gave them some daylight in the season series. They lead 2-1 coming into this one.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Well, also great execution. Let's not forget about that. Being active gets you only so far if you lack the discipline.
Our Chris All-Star Week is coming up. You and I love it every year. Some excellent players, however, are left out of the main attraction, and you feel for them.
Think about Lou Williams, who was turned down 3 times last year.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. And you know, again, you get over it as a player, but the reason why it's so much emotion is because you put so much work into it, the time away from your family, the time and dedication, listening to your coaches. But every player has to go through it. It's frustrating if you're right on the cusp of being voted in. And, you know, it's a lot of campaigning, a lot of cheerleading around this time here, so that could be frustrating as well. But, again, if you're even in the conversation, even if you're a snub in the NBA, to me, that's an honor because it's still the NBA, and these are the best players in the world.
Yeah, well said. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Oh, goodness. Wow.
Such a smart read by Curry. He has an uncanny ability to know whenever one of his guys is open.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Here's Blackman. The turnaround jumper, and Hardaway gets it to go.
The bounce pass is the ticket there. Very nice assist.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the inside, Horford. And finished off by Horford.
Horford is a big, athletic player who is so skilled inside. I mean, he uses his long arms incredibly well for jams like that.
Here's Blackman. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
One shot.
Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Curry passes to Van Arsdale. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Horford. Tries again, and it's good on the layup. Horford's got 8.
Although he's not truly a dominant rebounder, Horford will find a way to beat you once in a while if you fail to put a body on.
Pass to Hardaway. Over Curry. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, I think he was surprised. He was so open. I mean, that's just a defensive breakdown.
And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Curry.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
To the wing on the left. Now, here's Ilgauskas. He's coming off a 16-point game against Dallas.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Hardaway, no good.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Now, here's Curry. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And look, it was more than his scoring. He was dominant on D. His steal numbers for that game were crazy. That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
Hardaway for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. 7 points in the game. So it's Atlanta now. Outside Curry. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Inside, Blackman, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Now, that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
Knocks it loose, and so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for Hardaway. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging about 24 points, 9 assists, and just over 2 steals. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
And it's Nowitzki missing.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Now here's Bird. 20 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And while he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
The shot's good. Blackman's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And with the height to see over people and the peripheral vision to do it quickly, Penny with the perfect setup.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over this stretch. They really need to refocus here.
And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. The Hornets number 1. Number 5, the Hawks.
Both teams really well served to be very aggressive attacking the rim because of how well they shoot the ball at the free throw line.
Curry against Hardaway. To the wing right side. Here's Van Arsdale. Coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. 5 to shoot. To halt the run, it's rebounded by Charlotte. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, they allowed way too many easy buckets. I thought they lacked toughness and energy all night.
To the left wing. Here's Horford, and the dunk by Horford.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league. Yeah, another first-year head coach who came up through the ranks as an assistant. James Borrego had been an interim head coach for the Magic in 2015, but he was quickly told that the permanent job would not be his.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
He had a nice open look right there.
This is where Curry does historical damage. I mean, prolific and efficient from range.
Pass to Aldridge. And stolen by Nowitzki. Curry wide open. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. And that's now 6 points for Steph Curry.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Hardaway finds Aldridge with his first shot attempt. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Here's Blackman. He's got 7, drilled from 11 feet out. Blackman's got 9.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Hardaway against Curry. They double-team Curry. Here's Horford, and he banks in the layup. Horford's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Oh, because of the scoring pressure Curry puts on the defense, the dump off to the roller is pretty much there every time.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. See, Webb, there are guys that bring it every night. It doesn't depend on a game or a teammate or a play or whatever. Every night they bring it out. Great consistency. I know you have a lot of players that you admire in that regard.
Definitely, I admire their pride, their heart, their attention to detail, passion for the game. The Kawhi Leonards, the Chris Pauls, LeBron James, of course, Kevin Durant. So many players put their heart on the line every night. You love seeing it.
Both teams deciding to change it up. On the wing, Harris, guarded by Curry. Harris kicks to Ilgauskas. Down low, here's Bird, and Granger with the block. Here's Guerin. He had 10 points in the win against Toronto.
And he had 2 blocks also, don't forget. I mean, it tells you what kind of presence he was for him at both ends of the floor.
Comes up empty down low.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
Bird, the pass to Collins. Bird against Granger. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Blackman. From the wing. Rebound, Atlanta.
He gets some extra attention from the D on that trip, and it throws a shot off.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Lloyd Pierce. David.
Kevin, he told me their focus has to be at the defensive end. Better teamwork and communication. He said with that team, when you get your wires crossed defensively, you get burned. He also said that even though they've won 2 out of the 3 games in this season series, they want to approach tonight with an underdog mentality. We'll see if that can be done. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Dave, guys, how hard a job is it going to be to keep this team's shooting percentage down?
It's going to be very difficult. I mean, they move the ball well. They've got players who can go off, but the defense isn't solid through and through.
It's also going to be about rebounding, hitting the defensive boards hard and limiting them to 1 shot, but you got to finish it off.
Here's Ilgauskas. Following the 3 by Atlanta. Here's Bird. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Bird's got 6 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's the triple. Guerin, no good. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Harris makes it off the glass. Harris has got his first points of the night.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
And the type of game that many coaches hate. Very little defense being played on either end.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. The Atlanta making some changes. Grant comes in for Al Horford. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Steph Curry. Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Charlotte. Grant kicks to Lowry. To the left wing. Sigma the pass to Grant. 5 on the clock. The 8-footer. And it's good off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 2. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Harris with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Bird left side. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, and every generation or so, a player comes along who can be considered a true superstar. Folks, that's Larry Bird.
Charlotte shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. Bird hits them both.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Atlanta. Down low, here's Granger. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Harris kicks to Collins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. NBA offenses have always been complex, and they always are evolving. But C-Web, the movement and precision now seems to be at another level. Would you agree?
You know what, Kev, I disagree a little bit with that. You know, having played in different teams with some complex offenses, it's still all the basics. You still have the old flex offense, and that's nothing but what Utah, Karl Malone, and John Stockton used some 20 years ago. You still have triangle principles, which is what Jordan and Pippen used some 20, 25 years ago. And if you really want to go back to the Bob Cousy days when he played with Bill Russell, you still have a lot of throwing it into the post and cutting off of it. I think the players have evolved and the players' skill sets are better, but as far as offensive sets, I don't see that much has changed, except how do you execute them, and can you execute them with having the right position players with the correct skill set on the floor at the time that you're calling the play.
I love your honest appraisal. Atlanta's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Three-pointer, Lowry nailed from three-point land. Lowry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Grant against Teague. And he drops it in from the low post.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Granger kicks to Lowry. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Teague surveying the D. There's the pass to Collins. Back to Teague. Tries it from 19. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
This team loves to run the pick and roll with Teague, and it's easy to see why that's the case.
Bounce pass from Lowry. Here's Guerin, guarded by Harris. Granger passes to Guerin. 6 on the shot clock. It's up a 3. Kept alive by Atlanta. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Lowry against Teague. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Ilgauskas.
And I like how scrappy and aggressive Lowry is on the court. And it's easy to see how much his teammates enjoy playing alongside him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. Outside Teague over Lowry. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Yeah, clock running out. They stay poised and get the shot off just in time.
Al Horford getting it done for the Atlanta Hawks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Well, and not only in terms of building the lead, but now the defense has to extend itself. That leads to other opportunities.
And Teague's got the ball here for the Charlotte Hornets. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Grant. He's out there with Danny Granger, and it's Guerin in at the 2. Sigma with the bucket. Sigma's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. Ilgauskas dishes to Miles. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. 5 to shoot. Teague finds Miles. Here's Ilgauskas.
And Sigma's asked to do a lot at the defensive end, and you can see the effort he puts in right there. Even when he draws the toughest assignments, he never backs down.
And that one's good, Guerin.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Lowry against Teague. Pass to Ilgauskas. Tipped away. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. Marcus Aldridge has checked in for Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Aldridge kicks to Kukoc. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Grant. Kukoc can't get it to go.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
A nice shot by Teague.
And you could tell Teague was looking for a shot on that play. Always had his hands up, ready to catch and fire.
Lowry against Teague. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Hawks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First free throw is good. And the Hornets making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Good on both. Hornets trail by 8. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Outside Teague. Over Nowitzki. Teague can't hit.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Left side Lowry. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. 12 points for Kyle Lowry.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for Charlotte.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Here's Teague. He's got 8. And stolen by Nowitzki. Here's Johnson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Hawks have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And that one falls for Johnson. And Johnson drops them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Nowitzki against Teague. And stolen by Nowitzki. And here's the break. Here's Van Arsdale. Trying to get open is Johnson. Van Arsdale, good. Van Arsdale's got 5 points now this quarter. Hornets trail by 17. Outside Teague. Shot to stop the run. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 3rd assist on the night. Lowry against Teague. Lowry passes to Nowitzki. Over Teague. And the shot is good from Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Oh, I know this feeling. They're in that special zone where you feel untouchable. They haven't missed in a while.
His mid-range game is what sets Aldridge apart from the other bigs in our league. He's about as accurate a shooter as you'll find among players with his size.
Now, here's Lowry. 12 points for him. Chalk up 2 there.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Hornets trail by 16. And Teague has it in the corner. Here's Aldridge. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Oh, come on. He's fluid from that medium range. He gets everything working together.
Now, here's Lowry. He's got 14. To the middle. Here's Nowitzki in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Teague. Kicks it to Kukoc. Back to Teague. Over Lowry. That's good from Teague on the assist by Kukoc. And that's 13 points for Teague.
Teague is just doing whatever he wants out there, and there is no way to slow him down. An absolute blast to watch him perform.
Now here is Lowry. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Hawks have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And the first one drops. Al Horford, he's checked in for the Hawks. Both free throws good from Nowitzki. Hornets trail by 16. Charlotte calls timeout. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
Wow, it's time for them to switch up their defense on because what they've been doing so far is not working.
Looking now at some of the numbers for Dirk Nowitzki. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, putting up about 18 points per, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
Now here is Hardaway. He's coming off a 16-point game against Dallas.
Yeah, and his offense fueled him on D2. He was more than a handful on that end, piling up the steals.
Stolen by Bird. Outside Hardaway. He kicks to Aldridge. Over Horford. A nice shot by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 6 here in this quarter.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Teague against Lowry. Johnson outside. It's tipped. And there's another turnover by Atlanta. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. Then on Tuesday, the Los Angeles Lakers will come into town.
And in that matchup with the Pistons, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Curry's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Collins checked in for Charlotte. Atlanta leading by 14. Now Curry. 9 points in the game so far, and the shot is good from Nowitzki.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
That one goes. Count it. Bird's got 10.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Over to the left wing. Nowitzki kicks to Horford. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Outside Hardaway. Pulls up on the wing. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. And he's able to get it back. Here's Blackman. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Blackman. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
And so here's Charlotte following the bucket by the Hawks. Hardaway kicks to Bird. Over Horford. That one a little long.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Johnson. He's off on that one. And Charlotte will come the other way. Out to Hardaway. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9. Here's Johnson, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. That's a foul on Charlotte. The Hawks have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And that one falls for Johnson. Some changes for Charlotte. Ilgauskas comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Hardaway. And both free throws good for Johnson. And it's Harris with the ball for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a 13-point game. Ilgauskas in the post, working on Horford. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now, he better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a 3rd foul before halftime.
The Hawks making a switch here. Rangers checked in. On defense, the Hawks. Pass to Blackman. Back to Collins. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. The Hawks leading by 11. Here's Guerin. He's got 5. Down low. Here's Johnson. Curry trying to break free. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Hawks haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And he knocks down the first one. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Hornets trail by 13. And here is Harris. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Collins and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
Here's Johnson. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, Greg, and if you're going to give somebody that shot, don't let it be him.
Here's Blackman. He's got 11. Harris passes to Bird. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Could there be any doubt? I mean, Bird's such a dead-eye shooter. Sometimes this guy practices threes with his eyes closed.
The Hawks leading by 10. Curry kicks to Johnson. 1:29 left in the second quarter. From the baseline. And again, it's Atlanta.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Now, here's Ilgauskas. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Here's Curry, 10-point lead. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devin Harris. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Free throw good by Curry.
And it's a good sign when Curry's at the line. That means he's pushing the action, being aggressive, putting the referees in a tough position to make some tough calls.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Charlotte with it. Now here is Harris. There's 49 seconds left now here in the second. Knocked loose. Here's Johnson, and Johnson with the stuff.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here's Curry, 11 points in the game. Passes it to Guerin. 6 on the shot clock. Here is Sigma. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And so it's Atlanta up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. Kyle Lowry has been the story in this one. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Atlanta played?
You know what, Ernie? I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Charlotte?
They're not getting to the line or putting enough pressure on the defense. They have to be much more aggressive pushing the basketball, going hard to the rack. Because if you want the refs to make a call, put them in a position to make a judgment call. If you're not creating opportunities for contact, you have no chance of picking up points at the line.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we welcome you back with a look at such a terrific location here in the heart of downtown Atlanta. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Larry Bird.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Bird out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Ilgauskas. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Blackman in at the 2 spot.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Hawks. 10-point lead. Fires from deep. A 3-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 14.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
That's because he's finding his spots. No hesitation. You can sense his confidence.
Now here's Hardaway. Here's Bird. And the call will be against Zydrunas Ilgauskas. That's foul number 2 for him. The Hawks leading by 13. Curry with it. And the call will be against Zydrunas Ilgauskas. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Johnson outside. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Horford finds Johnson. Shoots over Bird.
And not blessed with the greatest defensive tools. Bird uses terrific court sense to see the play before it develops. And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
And the pass to Van Arsdale. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Hardaway passes to Ilgauskas. Here's Blackman, guarded by Horford. Here's Bird. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Bird's got 19 points.
Solid start to the half for them. 3 of 4 from the field now.
Got a piece of it. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Poked away, so it's the Hawks now. Curry against Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Curry, good. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
Hornets trail by 13. Now Hardaway. He's got 12. That one drops for him.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
To the paint. Here's Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that one. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Wow, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found their mark. It's been a good start for them.
Bird dishes to Hardaway. Back to Bird. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. The Hawks leading by 11. Inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Pass to Hardaway. And the rejection by Curry.
Oh, look at that. You see, that shows what kind of athlete Curry is. His quickness to the ball. Get that shot out of here.
Clearly a foul.
The Hornets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Shoot 2, gentlemen.
And he makes the first. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Charlotte. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
What an advantage for a big man to have that smooth stroke at the line.
Here's Van Arsdale. Teague covering. Van Arsdale, the pass to Curry. 5 to shoot. They double team Curry. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Hawks with possession here. Horford kicks to Curry. Here's Nowitzki. Oh, and that one had the right spit on it, and it is good. Nowitzki's got 14 points. And the Hornets call time here. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
So they can't leave him alone for a second on the perimeter. Not the way he's shooting the three tonight.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Hawks. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Kukoc, he's checked in for Larry Bird. Hornets trail by 11. On the wing, Hardaway. Lowry covering. From the wing. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. And so Lowry will bring it up for Atlanta. To the wing on the left. Here's Van Arsdale. Teague covering. Shot clock at 5. Here's Van Arsdale. Again, the Hawks score.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Ilgauskas. Outside Teague. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Atlanta. Nowitzki's got his 4th rebound in this one. Johnson surveying the floor. Nowitzki. 11 feet away, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. And the Hornets making a change here. Miles is checked in. Here's Van Arsdale. Here's Van Arsdale. He's got 11. Here's Lowry. Kukoc with the rebound. Feeds to Hardaway. It's stolen by Johnson. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Johnson's got 14 points. Hornets trail by 13. Hardaway with the bounce pass. Horford against Miles. Pass to Aldridge. Just 5 to shoot. Over Nowitzki, and it's sent back by Nowitzki. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. Grant against Aldridge. Hawks passing it around. Van Arsdale, the pass to Grant. 4 on the clock. Lowry inside the line. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Teague. Hornets trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Miles finds Hardaway. Outside Teague over Nowitzki. They get it again. And there's 2 points.
Timeout.
Working on the glass, paying off that time. And that's now 10 points for Aldridge. Atlanta calls timeout.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
The Hawks making a switch here. Rangers checked in. Collins checked in for Charlotte. Harris comes in for Jeff Teague. Atlanta leading by 11. Kicks it to Lowry. Passes it to Granger. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Monday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando.
And that game against the Wizards, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
Free throw good, Nowitzki. And so Nowitzki nails both of them. So it's the Hornets now. Outside Hardaway. There's the lob to Aldridge.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Guerin passes to Granger. He kicks to Lowry. The pass to Grant. Tries it from 19. And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got 16.
And somebody throw some cold water on Lowry. The man is on fire. He has taken this game over, and it doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down. And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Now, here's Grant. This is his first free throw of the game.
Two shots.
The free throw drops for Grant.
Yeah, but I just love the winning mentality that Grant brings. A big bruising forward who can score at a steady clip.
And Grant drops them both. Hornets trail by 13. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Collins. And Granger with the block. Hardaway with the steal. Pass to Harris. Outside Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from the line. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Hardaway has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's so good at setting up his teammates. Tonight, though, Hardaway's been calling his own number, and boy, has he been prolific.
He logs his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
Harris kicks to Collins. On the wing, Hardaway. Sinks the 15-footer. Hardaway has got 18 points.
It's just been one of those nights from he got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Start it.
No game, Hawks, no game.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Grant. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Bird's checked in.
Get open, three. Let's go. Pull the trigger.
Pass to Lowry. Here's Guerin.
Granger.
Kicks it to Granger. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 17. That one off the back iron and out.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Granger after Penny Hardaway's bucket, and the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Steph Currys checked in for Atlanta. He hits both from the stripe. Hornets trail by 12. And here is Hardaway. He's got 20. He kicks it to Aldridge. Over Sigma. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. 1:49 left in the 3rd quarter. And that one's good. Guerin's got 7 points in the game.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here's Collins. He's got 6. Here's Aldridge. Rebound by the Hawks. 17 points was their biggest margin.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
Guerin passes to Curry. From outside, off the mark. Hornets trail by 14. Here's Bird. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Bird's got 8 here in the quarter.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
And they're going to need even more out of him with the score being what it is.
Now here's Granger. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And the pass to Guerin. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Lets it fly. Charlotte's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Harris kicks to Ilgauskas. Back to Harris. Charlotte moving the ball around. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Atlanta leading by 12. Outside Curry. With the floater, he takes it up and lays it in. Curry's got 18 points in the game.
For one of the greatest long-range shooters you'll ever see, Curry is just as savvy inside.
Off on that one. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Don't miss the action. Your favorite NBA superstars are here to compete in a showcase of the league's top talent. It's the NBA All-Star Game.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Steph Curry. Johnson is out there with Nowitzki, and it's Sigma in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Guerin. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. From deep. The rebound by Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas has got his 5th rebound in this one.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Curry. After the basket by Charlotte. Dishes to Johnson. Sweet little floater. And the Hawks lead by 14.
Oh, the floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
Harris passes to Bird. To the left side wing. Johnson against Collins. Back to Bird. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Look, that matches his three-point total from the first half. He had 1 in the first. Now he's got 1 in the second.
Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. And the Hawks making a change here. Horford's checked in. And the Hawks with possession here. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Second three-pointer of the second half. 5 overall. He's killing it from long range.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Bird. To the wing on the left. Here's Ilgauskas. Over Horford. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. And that one's good. Guerin.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Now here is Harris. Ilgauskas, the pass to Blackman. Here's Bird, rejected by Nowitzki. Johnson outside. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Guerin. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists in the game. Hornets trail by 19. Harris looking it over. Pass to Bird. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Bird's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for Charlotte. To the inside. Guerin, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Guerin's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
Harris kicks to Ilgauskas. Blackman, the pass to Bird. Rejected by Nowitzki. And he gets it back. The first free throw is good. Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Collins. Bird hits them both. Now here's Curry. Nowitzki left side. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Kukoc.
Shooting two.
And the first one drops. And so Nowitzki nails both of them. Hornets trail by 18. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal. Great work right there on the inbounds play, getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
Passes it to Van Arsdale. Back to Curry. The Hawks working the ball around. Second chance effort. And Horford with the lay-in.
Well, that's why you have to consider Horford as one of the game's best bigs. His ability to finish through contact like he does there is what makes him so special.
Now the pass to Bird. Over Nowitzki. And Bird with the basket on the assist by Harris. Harris has got his 5th assist in this one. The Hawks leading by 16. Curry looking it over. And there's the feed to Nowitzki. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And Nowitzki is a lethal scorer. Feels like he can knock down any shot on the court.
Harris kicks to Bird. Rejected by Nowitzki. Ilgauskas, good. Curry with it. He feeds it to Horford. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, given his massive size, it's easy to see why Horford picks up a lot of shooting fouls.
Two shots.
He's off on the first.
Earning more and more recognition for all the things he does. Horford's finally gone from underrated to appreciated.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Charlotte. And he sinks the second. Here's Harris. Bird outside. Inside, Ilgauskas. And the jam by Ilgauskas.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Free throw dropped for Al Horford. And Al Horford drops them both. Johnson finds Curry. And here is Nowitzki, guarded by Harris. Johnson against Bird. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Well, he's extremely accurate here, coming down the stretch, trying to see if he can close this one out.
That shot wide open.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Curry kicks to Johnson. Harris against Curry. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Curry. 19 points for Al Horford.
And that's just experience. I mean, reading the defense perfectly. Just another day at the office for Big Al.
Pass to Bird. Free throw good. Bird. Bird hits them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Come on, shoot!
Curry against Harris. Curry dishes to Johnson. To the middle, and stolen by Ilgauskas. Takes a shot at the elbow. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
When he gets going, Blackman is not somebody you want to mess with. You just want to keep feeding him and just see how many he can make.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Van Arsdale. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
Bird, the pass to Aldridge. Atlanta with the rebound. Horford's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Johnson. Here's Nowitzki. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here is Harris. To the wing on the left. Here's Aldridge. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Now Curry. Kicks to Horford. Back to Curry. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Harris passes to Blackman. Here's Bird. Lays it up and banks it in. Bird's got 37.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Curry finds Johnson. Now Horford. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game. Hornets trail by 17. Harris outside. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Curry. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Atlanta. Pass to Johnson. Feeds it to Horford. And it goes down 2 points. Horford's got 11 points here in just the second half.
He is dominating this quarter. He sees a soft spot in the D, and he's attacking.
Charlotte calls timeout. Al Horford with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Dirk Nowitzki.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Now here is Harris. He kicks it to Aldridge. Over Nowitzki. Charlotte no good that time either. Atlanta leading by 19 points. Here's the floater. And Curry puts it in. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you see the killer instinct Curry has. I mean, when he's hot, he looks to score whenever possible.
Harris passes to Augustus. Back to Harris. Here's Aldridge. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Teague against Lowry. Pass to Guerin. To the paint. Here's Horford. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Horford's got 25 points.
Well, every year, Horford becomes a little bigger threat offensively, and that time against good defense.
Aldridge finds Teague, and it's blocked. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. Here's Aldridge. Bird outside. They double team Bird, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Hornets now. To the paint, and stolen by Horford.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hawks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And on the season, this is going to be their 3rd win in 4 games against this team.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Dirk Nowitzki.
Well, he was the agitator, bothering everybody with his defense, coming up with steals. I mean, making sure they were never able to get comfortable as long as he was out on the floor.
You know, Bird never had that elite burst out of his stance, but what he does have is incredible instincts, just reads the defense and anticipates the drive.
Here's Guerin, and Nowitzki wide open. He fires another 3 for Atlanta.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Harris kicks to Ilgauskas. Blackman, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as he keeps working.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.